Welcome, my name is Ryan Hoger with Temperature Equipment Corporation, and this video series is on Infinity Touch Controls and Evolution Connex. And specifically today's topic is on using a flash drive to update both the software on your thermostat as well as your dealer contact information. We'll be using both the computer as well as the thermostat to set this up. The very first part is using the thumb drive with your computer to initially set up your first thumb drive. Once your thumb drive is set up, you'll use that over and over again on every single thermostat that you go to.
So we insert our flash drive into a USB port on our computer. We navigated to that drive. We're over here on the left hand side. You can see I am at removable disk. I already have a folder in there called tstat, which is where the software updates go. I'm going to right click in that folder and make a new folder called dealer. Alright, so I'm done. I got the two folders that I need on this flash drive. In the tstat folder, I will save my software upgrade that I'm going to use on this stat, and in the dealer folder, I will save my contact info and my logo. So I'm just going to go ahead and hide that for right now. To get the software that you're going to use to set up the dealer logo, you need to go to either the Bryant or Carrier website. So for example, if you go to carrier.com/myhome, that'll bring up a website, and you can see from there you can go to the Infinity or the Core stat or the other Wi-Fi stats. Bryant is similar. If you go to bryant.com/myhome, you'll also get similar choices. In this case, I will click on the Evolution stat. It'll bring up a web page specifically for that thermostat. You can log in into this website and change your thermostat settings and set stuff up. But for today's purposes, we're going to go to Downloads. You can download the apps for your phones here, and if you scroll down a little further, there's two different things you're going to be interested in downloading. One of them says this End User License Agreement. If you were to click on that one, it would give you a PDF with the links and the specific instructions on how to download and install software onto your thermostat. So I would click on this link, which I already did, so I'm not going to do it now, but it would start downloading the software. It would ask me where I want to save it, and I would save it on that flash drive in the folder called tstat. The other thing you're going to look at to download off of this website is below the apps, there's one called Get My Evolution for Desktop, and the Carrier website would be similar. Download My Evolution. If I were to click on that, it would download software onto my computer, and I would install that software on my computer. And that software can be used to access your thermostat as a homeowner, but more importantly for today's purposes, it'll be used to set up the flash drive information with the dealer info. I'm not going to download that right now because I already have that software installed on my computer, plus you'd be pretty bored watching me install software. So I'm just going to hide the web browser for right now and open up that actual software. So in this case, mine's already set up on my computer to log into my own house. But if I did not have a login, instead of logging in, there would be a button that I could click on that would say Demo, and I would be able to use that if I did not have one to log into yet. Once I'm in the software for the thermostat, I could actually change stuff at my house right now, which I won't do because my wife won't be so happy about that. But I could also click on the menu button, and then there's this service button with a little hat. If I click with my mouse and hold that down for 10 seconds, I will get some advanced features that a typical homeowner would not be utilizing. Maybe it wasn't 10 seconds, maybe it was 5. One is service information export and one is dealer logo export. This is what I'm going to use to set up the information for my thumb drive. So I'm going to hit service information. I need to put my zip code in. Now this is not the zip code for the homeowner, this is the zip code for the dealer. Because remember, I'm setting up a flash drive one time to use for all my customers over and over again. So I'm just going to pick a zip code close to my house. 10-mile radius, fine. I'll hit search. It'll bring up all of the Carrier, or if I was using the Evolution software, all of the Bryant dealers in that particular area, and I can just pick one of those off of a list, right? There's a bunch of guys, whoever's geographically closest to me, so I'll just pick that very first one. It shows you the contact information from my company. Hopefully that is correct. If it is not correct, that means the dealer finder website does not have your dealer's correct information either. I'm going to assume this one is correct. I'm going to hit next. It'll tell me to save it on my USB drive in a folder called dealer and name the file logo0001.txt. I don't have to remember that. It'll automatically do that for me when I press export. So I'm going to press export. I'm going to navigate over to my flash drive, which is removable disk E in my case. There's my dealer folder. I'm going to double click on that. The file name, as you can see, is already automatically put in for me. and I will just press save. Now it has exported my dealer contact info. You'll notice there's no opportunity for me to type my info in. However, I have it loaded in my company profile on hvacpartners.com. That's how it's going to be on here. And the reason for that is that it'll always link that information back. So if you want to change something, it'll automatically update it for all your customers. The second piece to that, though, is dealer logo export. If I want to add my own logo for my company onto the thermostat, I can do that by clicking this dealer logo export. It tells me I need to use a JPEG, PNG, or a GIF file, which is fine. Those are all standard formats. So I'm going to hit open, and I'm going to go find my logo. Let's see, where would I have a logo at? Under pictures, logos. How about that? That's a good place to look for logos. And I'll use the TEC Tube logo for today. Obviously, in real life, I would use my dealer logo. That logo is not optimized for this, obviously. You can tell by the options on here. The best type of logo to use would be a square logo, very similar to what you would use for, say, your Facebook profile for your company. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and use it anyway. And I'll hit next. It'll say to save that on my USB drive in a folder called dealer again. That's fine. I will export it. I am going to go to my flash drive, removable disk E, my folder called dealer, and I will save it in there along with that information I have for my contact info. And then I'll just hit done. And now my flash drive is ready to be utilized to upload into Infinity and Evolution thermostats. I can use it on both brands of those stats with that information on there.
Alright, so here we are at our Bryant Evolution Connex thermostat. If we were working on an Infinity stat from Carrier, it'd be the same exact process. We are in the service menu, the advanced service menu screens. Alright, so we are in the dealer service advanced mode. What we're going to do now, where it says equipment summary, install, we're actually going to scroll down on the bottom here to the second screen, and the third and fourth one down are what we're going to work on today. Software upgrade and dealer logo upload. First we'll do the dealer logo upload. Now this says dealer logo, but it's actually going to do both your logo as well as your dealer contact information that we set up on the thumb drive earlier. So I click dealer logo upload. It says please insert USB flash device. Alright, so it says dealer logo upload. I will say yes to that question. It'll upload my logo and my contact information that I've already set up on my thumb drive. Upload successful. I'll hit the next button and it'll give me a preview of what I'm going to see. So there's the company logo we set up earlier. It says our name here, etc., etc. And then we'll simply hit done. And now every time there is an alert or an alarm or a filter reminder or anything like that in the thermostat, the customer will see your contact info instead of the generic Bryant or Carrier contact info. Alright, so we just updated our dealer contact info and logo image. Now we're actually going to update the software on the stat. Once you get the stat on version 10 and later, and it's on Wi-Fi, it'll do self-updates. But for folks that have older thermostats, or perhaps ones that are not on Wi-Fi, you need to update it via the flash drive. So right there where it says software upgrade, we'll click on that. It'll tell us, in this case, we're going from version 11 to version 13.02 software. Do you want to do the upgrade? I will say yes to that, and it'll start doing the upgrade. It'll actually back up all the settings of the thermostat, then it'll install the new software, and then it'll put all of our old settings back in there for us. It'll take a couple minutes. Okay, so now it says our software successful update is complete. It tells us that we're now on version 13.02 of the software. We're going to click done, but you're going to leave the flash drive in the thermostat. The thermostat's going to reboot. We want to leave the flash drive in the stat the entire time until it's all the way done. So I hit done. Please wait for the wall control to restart. So it will do that, and then when it's all said and done, we'll pull the thumb drive out of the bottom. Alright, our control has finished rebooting, so we are now complete. So both our dealer logo information as well as our software have been updated. So that's the end of our video today. So if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and there's lots more videos coming. So in the comments, if you could, please tell us what you'd like to see in the future.